Happy Saturday morning, y'all. December 15th. Update. As I get my coffee ready here this morning. Update. Doing peppermint bark syrup. Sugar-free today. Update on my tooth. I was doing good when I went to bed last night. It had finally stopped throbbing yesterday afternoon. It was irritated a little bit after I had my egg. No biggie. I was sleeping pretty good until I rolled over and decided to lay on that side real quick of my face where the tooth is bothering me. And I immediately woke myself up because that caused me a lot of pain. And then I flipped to the other side. Well, I woke up with my tooth throbbing this morning. Not extremely severe, but enough that it's uncomfortable. Sorry, I'm trying to clean up my mess here. But, so yeah, my tooth is bothering me this morning. I immediately took some Aleve. I took some last night too, right after that happened, to try to get it to calm down. But I immediately took some Aleve, and then I put on some clove oil, and then I got up and, got my coffee started and that kind of stuff. And then I went ahead and did some lidocaine on it also. So now, this throbbing has scaled back quite a bit, and the pain has scaled back quite a bit, so hopefully, I took 2 Aleve. Sorry, I'm taking you with me everywhere I go. Here, I'm going to turn on Chris's lights. So it scaled back quite a bit, and hopefully it will stay that way. But, yeah, so that's where I'm at this morning, but I'm feeling pretty good other than that. I'm going to go ahead and have my coffee. I already did the dishes this morning, except for I got to do my egg pan from last night. And I started the laundry. It's 5-something this morning already. And I'm going to take my vitamins and just get a little bit of housework done and some stuff done and get my Saturday morning started off well. I didn't sleep extremely well last night, but that's okay. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Yes, I had to kill a termite. But, yep, I got him. Or, so what, I thought it was a termite, but, I killed him. Anyway. Hey y'all, since I can't really do a whole lot of eating, I'm going to make me a protein peanut butter chocolate shake. Just try to get in some of my calories because I've got very little calories in over the last few days. So I'm going to put this, I'm trying to use up this is old. This is old. I'm going to use that up. And these are my ingredients. I might put a little vanilla in there, I don't know yet, but I'm going to make me a peanut butter shake to eat for breakfast, lunch, whatever you want to call it, since I don't eat, period. Alright, talk to you later. Hey y'all, I look really tired and stuff. My tooth is killing me today, so forgive me and my appearance. I have my new shirt on from the cruise. It's a little big, but hopefully it'll shrink. Anyway, I am going to attempt to make sugar-free, low-carb peanut butter fudge. And here are my ingredients. These are my ingredients. I've got my phone on my tripod, so Bear with me, y'all. I'm getting used to this thing. 8 ounces of cream cheese, 1 cup of butter, 1 cup of peanut butter, a teaspoon of vanilla. I have more in the cupboard. 1 cup of Swerve confection, 1 teaspoon of stevia, and a half a cup of whey powder, and I'm using vanilla whey powder. Ignore that one back there. That was for my peanut butter shake today. The reason why, and ignore that, that's my coffee syrups. And I have a 9x9 pan. I'm going to put wax paper in. The reason I'm making peanut butter fudge, see if this thing will focus, there we go, is because I'm very limited on what I can eat right now. And the peanut butter fudge is got a lot of fat, and it's low carb, and it has protein and stuff in it. So that will help me get in some of my nutrients, and it won't kill my teeth to eat it. I'm going to have some soup tonight. I had that shake earlier, and then I had 1.5 of my deviled eggs to try to get some nutrients, but then my teeth started hurting me again. But I've got to eat those up within 5 days, so it is what it is. So yeah, so supposedly this is pretty close to what the nutrients are going to be. It is on, hold on here. It is on lowcarbyum.com, and that's the nutrients, but it might be a little bit more with the protein powder that I have. But anyway, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and make this fudge and see how it turns out. Alright guys, it is a struggle to get this camera in the right position where you can see me and what I'm putting in the pot. So I'm just going to point it at the pot and talk to you on what I'm adding and how much I'm adding. Hey y'all, I am adding in 1 cup of butter. Let me get this where it's going to show better, and it's as good as it's going to get. Sorry. Okay, I'm going to add in 1 cup of butter. I've already got 2 sticks in there. I'm going to add in 2 more. I've got the cream cheese in the microwave that you can hear in the background. Defrosting it a little bit because I had it in the freezer just to make it easier to melt in the pan. I haven't turned on the pan yet. I had this heated up earlier just to season it a little bit. Because I am using cast iron because of my allergies. So yeah, and this I need to wash and season, but it's fine for now. I just used it to boil the eggs in last night, so it's got a little bit of surface stuff going on here. Wipes right off. But anyway, so I've got that in. I'm just gonna melt this all on low. I'm gonna put the cream cheese in here. I had to melt it a little bit more. So that's 1 cup of butter. I'm going to put in 8 ounces of cream cheese. So just bear with me. So y'all, I'm getting my peanut butter out. This one I've emptied, but I save these and I reuse these for other things like nuts and bolts, or you can put like nuts in them or candy or whatever you need storage for instead of buying storage containers. Reuse these. It's a smart thing to do and you're not wasting. The peanut butter that I'm using, you can get it at Walmart, and it has to be stirred because it has the oil at the top. It's all natural peanut butter. There's no sugar in this peanut butter. For 1 cup of peanut butter, I'm going to pull the cream cheese out of the microwave here and add that also. Sorry it's loud, but baking isn't a quiet, seamless process. So here's my cream cheese. Like I said, I defrosted it a little bit in the microwave because it was frozen. Because I keep all my extra stuff like that in the freezer. So I have a bunch of it when I want to pull it out. Usually I pull it out ahead of time. But it does affect the consistency a little bit, but it doesn't affect the taste or anything. It just needs to be stirred a little bit once you pull it out of the freezer, if you're using it for like bagels and stuff. So, alright, and now I'm going to go ahead and measure out the protein powder and the vanilla and the sugar. For a half cup of protein powder, but they have unflavored, but I'm just adding vanilla. Vanilla's not going to hurt anything, it's just going to give it even more flavor. Like I said, I'm using up what I already have. I believe in using what you already have and don't wasting stuff. And I love peanut butter fudge. I love peanuts. I don't eat them very often or very much because I do have a little bit of an allergy to them. I know you're like, why are you even eating it? I love it, like I said. I try to actually buy almond butter instead, but peanut butter is what I have. And I'm okay eating it in just small amounts at periods of time. But yes, I am aware it can be dangerous if I eat too much of it. Like I said, my allergy is very minimal at the point right now. It's usually just some abdominal pain. If I eat too much of it, and it just depends on how my body's feeling, also how I react. And you're supposed to reintroduce stuff into your diet that you're allergic to anyway, periodically, to see how you react to it. Unless you're deathly allergic to it, and then I highly recommend not introducing it back into your diet without consulting a physician. But if you're worried about it, consult a physician on your allergies, on anything that you eat in order to reintroduce it to your diet, and see how your body reacts. Because sometimes we outgrow allergies, or the allergy effectiveness changes. Sorry. As we get older, but unfortunately, mine doesn't. So I'm going to go ahead and measure out the sugar. So it calls for 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'm going to go ahead and just use the rest of the stuff. It's not going to hurt anything. And now I'm going to measure out the sugar. For 1 cup of Swerve convection sugar, and because I have peanut butter in my 1 cupper right here, I'm going to use my half cupper that had the protein powder in it, so it won't stick. So I'm going to measure out 2 of these to equal a cup. It's a half cup. And I don't fill it 100%, but you can if you want to. I'm sure it's going to be plenty sweet enough without it. And then it also calls for 1 teaspoon of stevia. So I'm going to go ahead and get my 1 teaspoon out, and I'm using my stevia. And sorry, I'm still working on angles with my, woo! And it's spitting at me. I'm working on angles with my camera. So just continue to bear with me as I perfect the art of filming. I'm only into this a little over a month, I believe it is. So, yeah. I mean, I'm still learning, like I've said before. So don't be a hater. We all have to take time to practice and to learn. So, that's where I'm at right now. And remember, I'm not feeling that great. So, yeah. That affects my ability to do things properly when you're in a lot of pain. But, no biggie, I got this. So, alright, let's look at it boiling here. I'm going to get out a wooden spoon to stir this better. But one, I don't make as much noise, and I just prefer the wooden over the metal because I do have stainless steel allergies. So I'm just going to boil this, and then I can pour it into my pan. And I've got to look at the recipe to see how long I need to boil this for. But it's looking yummy. And it smells great. Alright, so I'm going to line my 9x9 pan. This is my 9x9 pan. I'm going to line it with wax paper. Alright, sorry, I was reading my recipe. A lot of times in recipes, I follow them pretty much to a T, and then other times I ad-lib and do it my way. But I will link this recipe below from Low Carb Yum. But I find, usually, on my recipes, when I ad-lib, they're usually a lot better than the recipes that you find on the internet. So, yeah, just sometimes you have to play around with them to get them to your liking. Now, just because I think it's great a certain way, doesn't mean everybody else is. And that's okay. Just when you're cooking, if you're not familiar with cooking or baking or what have you, just play around with what you're doing. Here's my recipe. Just play around with what you're doing and test things. I mean, the worst that can happen is it fails, so you try it again. It's not a big deal. You just keep practicing until you get it right to your taste and your liking. And remember to write that down or record it or whatever so you know exactly what you put in it and how much you put in it. But I'm going to go ahead and boil this a little bit, and I'll shut the camera off. And I will turn it back on when I get ready to pour it into the pan, or I might actually need two hands to do that. I might do it after I pour it in the pan, but I'll show you that process. Okay, y'all, I put it in the pan, and it's almost like an applesauce consistency. So we're going to see how this does. I'm going to put it in the fridge and just let it form to a good mold and see how it turns out in the end. Sometimes these recipes you get off the internet are trial and error. So I had to test quite a few key lime pie ones before I found something that I liked. But I'm going to go ahead and put this in the fridge so it can set up. Hey y'all, I've taste tested, I always say it wrong. Sorry. I taste tested the fudge, and it's different. And ignore the annoying noise in the background. I have new annoying neighbors. The fudge tastes like, because it has the cream cheese in it, so it's more cream cheesy. It's not bad. It doesn't taste awful. It's just different. So I'm going to do this fudge, and then I'll try a different fudge the next time until I get the recipe that I like the most. But so it's pretty good fudge. It's just a little different compared to what you're used to as far as regular really super sweet fudge. And it's not super sweet either, so because of the cream cheese. But alright, I'll talk to you later. Oh, also give it a try if you haven't. Try the low carb sugar free fudge, and then you can tell me what you think of it. But yeah, so I'm gonna have another piece. Like I said, it's not that bad. I'm making some soup for dinner. This with a can of almond milk in it. It's in the microwave right now. I'm getting hungry because I'm not eating very much. And then I'm going to probably do some coffee and a couple more pieces of fudge, since that melts in my mouth and I don't have to do a lot of chewing. So that's what I'm going to have. Hey guys, I am getting ready to get a shower and go to bed. I'm tired. with not feeling well for quite some time, and then my teeth on top of all of that, it's just wore me out. You can tell just by looking at me, I'm pretty wore out, but I have to wait for my teeth stuff till Tuesday. So after that, maybe I'll be feeling better. That was my attempt to act happy. So I'm gonna get a shower. I'm gonna turn on the Hallmark in the bedroom, put her on a timer, get me some hot tea, take my medicines, and probably fall asleep before the movie's over with. And it is a debut movie also. But I'm tired. So, yeah, I'm going to bed. Bye. Alright, guys. Remember to live a simple, happy, healthy, tiny life. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.